Yo, what's good? It's your boy Nyjah, a.k.a. King's Caliber, the Comeback King. 77 on Instagram, baby. Follow your boy. Hey, follow the YouTube channel here at Godsfault Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, put the noties on so you can get the latest episodes as we dig into all kind of topics. We here for it, you know? Hang with your boy. It's Godsfault that I'm here. Don't be mad at me. Blame God. Yeah, we out.
Biggest enemy I got is myself, you know what I mean? New levels, man, everybody ain't got the same devils. My vision perspectives reach the collective. My ops smelling like breakfast, eating like I'm cannibal Lecter. I'm sick of perfection. I hear you.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Leslee Nyjah, a.k.a. the Comeback King. This is Godsfault Podcast, kicking it with my man Davon King, man.
Yes, sir.
It's a blessing to have you in the building, brother. Seriously, man. Just yo, it's crazy, man. I see your movement, man. I just I've been following you on TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the bars is what got me. It's
Appreciate
the bars, man. Yo, listen, I'm a big fan of hip hop from day one, man. I'm OG. And
right.
When I hear a young man doing this thing like you doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this kid got bars. So I can listen. I be like, damn, yo, this kid got bars, man. So we just gonna jump right in it, man, and just kind of, I know you got the new project, whether EP, Unnecessary Necessary.
Yes, sir.
I've been listening to it, man. It's very rare. I'm gonna tell you like this: it's very rare that you can listen to an EP or any body of work straight through.
Right? Yeah.
Just straight through, man. So I know this is where you at. Tell me about this project, man. What's going on with it, man? How you fell into this? Like, is this your production too? Like, who's producing the tracks? Like, what's going on here, man?
Man, that project came out in April. I dropped it in April. And it's 5 tracks up there. I think 4 of them is all produced by the same producer. His name is Reggie. I found him through like just searching for beats on YouTube and stuff like that. So, and I just started like loving like all his production. I was like, it didn't even happen on purpose. Honestly, it was just like he was the only guy I would go to for beats. And then by the time I turned around, I was like, dang, everything is produced by him. So I might as well just keep it going. Yeah, and then man,
there's definitely the synergy with it, like between the way your delivery is and his music. It's a perfect harmony, bro. Like I'm listening to the joint. Like my favorite joint that I heard that caught my attention is the die off this joint, the DIE decisions and everything, bro. I said,
yeah.
Yeah. So what was the inspiration behind this whole this project right here? What was going on with this?
Man, so the title of the album is EP is Unnecessary Necessary, and it's just that means like, you know how when you live in life and life be life and you going through stuff, and then like, bro, you might have got fired from your job. Then right after you get fired, on your way home, your car start breaking down. Then you get to the crib and you forgot your wallet at the job. So it's like all of this stuff. And you like, bro, this is the most unnecessary stuff I'm going through. Like, this is unnecessary. Mm-hmm. But then all of that delay that happened that day might have saved you from getting into an accident, or it could have saved your life. So it's like it turns out to be necessary, but it seemed like the most mediocre things, the most minimal things, but it just, and that's what I'm kind of talking about in the project. Is like, even like when you mentioned die, like decisions and everything, you listen to like the small things I'm saying is like, bro, these little decisions you make can cost you a whole lot. So it's like something that may seem unnecessary, it turns out that it can be necessary and, be a very important thing that you should like pay attention to. So, and
no, that's good. That's actually that's really. Yeah, it's kind of like well, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that the whole theme of the project is I just had a bunch of emotion, a bunch of thoughts to get out because I haven't released before that project. I didn't release music for like a year or two, and
Oh, okay.
man,
Okay.
I just wanted to fill the listener in on like what I've been up to, what I've been going through. So it has its personal moments if you listen to the lyrics, and it's just
Word.
catching
Nah,
people up like what's
seriously.
been going on. Yeah,
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, listen, that's the one thing that caught me was how much meaning was behind every bar. Like, I mean, it doesn't disappoint. You know, it's like, it's so different from what you're hearing now in the culture. You know,
yeah,
everybody talking about their jewels or hoes or sliding on this and that. The drill
yeah,
scene was going crazy for a minute, and everybody's seeing the repercussions of that.
yeah,
So it's just
yeah.
like for an artist to sound as dope as you sound, to have the whole everything, the synergy, the energy of it, and to have the bars and like I'm sitting there listening, like it's amazing how EP like this doesn't get more national spotlight. Like it's like the string, like it's this thing should be going crazy right now. Like I like who you remind me of, not like flow wise or whatever, but just like timing and content. Your boy Simba out of
Oh, shout out to I rock with
yeah,
Simba, man. Simba is
yeah,
hard,
and
bro.
you kind of because it's like if you listening to his music, like he's giving you everything. Like he's not
Yeah,
saying I'm not perfect or nothing, but there's a reason behind everything, and I'm not done. Like I'm a work in
yes,
progress. I'm still making moves. I'm still growing. I'm still
right.
dealing with my demons, but you know what I mean. I'm more up than I'm down now, and I'm trying to
It,
stay up. You know what I mean. I'm fighting for it. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting with this project right here.
man, it's just like, bro, it's about being human, bro. Just showing the human aspect of you, like. When you
Yeah.
listen to like the drill stuff, it's like everybody a shooter, everybody a tough guy, everybody the biggest kingpin, sold the most drugs, and
Yes.
it's like, dog, who are you, bro? Forget the microphone, forget the rap. Like, what are
Yeah.
you going through? And it's like I can't relate to none of the stuff you're talking about. So I feel you on that. And Simba gives you that. Like when you listen to his album, the last one, it's like he talking from like the everyday person standpoint. It's like you can
Yeah.
relate to something he's saying. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I try to stick to, is just sticking to just, bro, whatever I'm going through, I'm not afraid to put it out there, and be vulnerable. So
That's real, man. That's real. Like you hear relationship things in there. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
don't know who Shorty is, boy, but you know what I mean. Y'all, see,
man,
look, y'all was going through some things.
bro, man, you know how
Yeah.
these women be, man. You've been in the game long enough, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
Listen.
Man,
That's
bro,
crazy. Listen, I've been married 25 years. We've been together, since '96. Think about that. That's
sheesh,
crazy.
wow,
I always said we're a hood phenomenon. You know what I mean? Because
man,
from both of us, we wasn't
sheesh,
supposed to make it this far, and it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy,
yeah,
but if
bro,
you committed, you know what I mean. You gotta put your work in. You know what I mean? You gotta learn
yeah,
how to die to yourself, some your decisions and everything. So no matter what, especially when you're
ex-
together, that at the time, all your decisions weigh on each other. What I do
right,
directly
right,
affects her and vice versa. And you can't pretend like it doesn't. You know what I mean? You can't live in this, like I see in this culture now, like it's sort of like everybody's glorifying independence, but the only way
yes, yep,
you can survive is community, and the first community is the family. You dig what I'm saying? So your
right,
family is the
right,
nucleus of the community, of any community, is how well the families are in that community. When your family is sticking together, and that starts with the two of you guys, and then the children, and then you branch out and you grow. You know what I mean? So yeah, man,
man.
that's
It's
yeah,
it's funny you saying that because there's a girl that I follow on TikTok, and every time I log on TikTok and I open up the app, she's on live, and she has like this panel of people just having a debate about, it's just always men versus women, women versus men, and it's like, bro, we
yeah,
got to come together, man. We got to unify,
yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah, you know, that's crazy too,
I don't
because
know
it's
what.
like we're the only culture that's like that. We're the only culture that's like throwing stones at each other, and measuring
Yes.
up, and
Yep.
you're not this, well, you should be this, and no other culture is going through that. Everybody else is walking together,
Nope.
building together besides us. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. But we can go all off in there, but we gonna hold on. We gonna get.
I could get
yeah,
into
we're
it.
gonna get there.
I can get into a whole nother bag with that topic, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. But I want to highlight this though because we got time. But I definitely want to highlight this because just listening to the project itself and like you were saying, how where did Davon start from? Like, where did your love for hip hop first come from? Who are the artists that influenced you to make? And then one day you was like, how did you pick up that first pen or spit that first freestyle? Like, what was the encouragement? How did that look?
Oh man, that started at like 9 years old. 9 years old. I was a fan of like for my personal thing that got me into hip hop was like Little Bow Wow, Lil Romeo.
Okay.
Like that whole era.
Okay.
That whole era. And then as I got older, I always been like kind of more mature for my age. So I used to have older cousins that I tagged along with. They didn't want me to, but I always just tagged along. And they were listening to the Rough Riders and the Locks and DMX and stuff. So that's when I started tapping into like the more mature raps, and that's who really made me want to start rapping was like Jadakiss and Styles P and Beanie Siegel and Hove. So I was just going off of what
punchlines is crazy. You definitely punchline heavy, man. Like I be listening. I'm like, did he just? I had a note. I had jot down something you said. I was like, I know this. What did he just say? But see, that's what I love. That's what I love about hip hop. Like, I like hip hop in all different forms. Like, I don't think everything have to be so punchy because like Tupac wasn't a lyrical genius, but when he spit, you felt everything that he said. You know what I mean? But then you'll listen to a Nas or a Jay, and you just like, that. You know what I mean? Like, what did he just do?
Bring that back. Spin that back. It's like,
now, I forgot one of the hardest lines I ever heard Jada say. He was like, yeah, I know you work out your back and your chest all nice, but this 12 gauge to put that 6-pack on ice.
Pick on ice, yeah.
I said, what? Come on, man. Ain't none of y'all better. I said, oh man, this man is crazy. So, so when did your pen really start turning heads though? Like, it was like, boom, they was like, oh, Davon is crazy. How old were you when that started?
Man, that's a funny story. So, as I'm hanging with my older cousins, shout out to my older cousin Mark. I used to always just be rapping other people's raps, and he like, bruh, like you could do what they do and start writing. Write your own raps. You don't got to be around here reciting their bars. And I'm a kid, so I'm outside playing around, and he's like, if you take it serious, I'll write you a rap, and then I want you to memorize it. And so he wrote me my first 16. He handed it to me on some loose leaf paper. And then every day on the block, he'd be like, every time he see me get off the school bus, he'd be like, you got that memorized? And I'm like, nah. Because, I'm a kid, so I'm not thinking about it. Yeah. And now it turned into them clowning me. They're like, oh, he just want to recite everybody else's bars. He ain't no real rapper. So they clown me so hard that I was like, I went home determined to memorize that one verse. Memorized it, came on the block one day, spit it verbatim. And he's like, bruh, you did it, but you got to add your own swag, your own delivery to it. And I started paying attention to the other rappers I admired. And I just wanted the approval from my older cousins. So that's what really started me to like, man, I used to be crumbling. You know how like they show on movies where people crumbling up the paper, throwing it in the corner of the room? Yeah, bruh. That was literally me and my grandmother.
That's crazy. That's nice, man. I like that. That's dope, man. So is Mark he's still a fan? Is he still?
Yeah. He's still.
That's dope,
bro. It's crazy to see like him hearing my raps now. He like, bro, how far you came is like insane. Like like he's still amazed by some of the stuff I be saying and like the songs I be putting out. So,
bro, that's amazing, man. That's actually really dope to have that story to be able to share, man. And you know what? Nowadays they would have said they was bullying you.
Yeah,
but like in our culture, that's your rite of passage. You know
Right.
what I mean? That group of men, that's your village. They was tougher than you. You know what I mean? Getting you ready for what was to come. And you
100%.
decided what you was going to become out of that. You could have took that and tried to avoid them and ducked and all that, but that's not what it stirred up in you.
Yeah.
It stirred up the right thing in you to challenge yourself. Like he was challenging you. You stepped up to the challenge.
Yeah.
Now, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, and I don't listen to a lot of new cats or whatever. And when I do find some people like, you know who LaRussell is?
Man, I love the wrestle, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know, so you can see where my mind. So when I hear young cats doing it, to me, that's y'all. Like this is y'all lane. This is the era of bringing back the art of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the real art of writing rhymes and spitting bars and MCing. And I seen you on TikTok rocking shows, and I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. You're just not a studio warrior. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old man. I'm a studio warrior. Now, I go in the booth, shoot a little video, post 30 seconds. Like, yeah, I did that. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want no more shows. I used to do shows and all that. I'm like, I'm good. My man right now trying to get me to shoot a video for a verse I did for him. Did a little cameo. He trying to push it as a single. Now I'm like, come on, man. I'm not performing this.
You got to get outside, man. You got to get outside, man.
Listen. I got grandbabies to take care of, man. I got time to be running around after you young boys like that, man. I'm good. Nah. But I do what I can. I still love it, but at the same time, like, I enjoy listening to other people's mastery. I always have, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I can remember, during my time when I was doing it, like I was one of those stupid kids back in the day. You know, when you grow up in our conditions and things, and you know, I don't know your whole background and everything. You can get into a few things if you want, but you know, my pops wasn't around like he was supposed to be or whatever. So yeah, the streets is what raised me. You see what I mean? Right. So and most of that came with a theme track. You know, so I come up eras. I was running around when Shook Ones is out. You know what I mean? That's when.
It was grimy outside. It was grimy.
It was grimy, bro. I got stories. It was real grimy. So that's the mentality that I was running around there like that. So just and knowing like even with these kids now with the drill, like I got nephews and things, and I just little cousins trying to make their way in this world, and just to have an artist like you that's spitting something it's not even close to being. It's not close to being anything soft. This is some of the illest lyrics out right now to me. Like I'm listening to. I hear a lot of different dudes. I'm just telling you. I'm not trying to dash either. I'm just saying I hear a lot of stuff. But for somebody to be vulnerable and confident at the same time and skillful, that's a rare combination, brother. So you got. So you said on the block where you grew up at? Did I see Long Island?
I'm from Long. Yep, Long Island, New York. Yep.
Okay. How was it out there growing up out there?
Man, it was coming up. It was cool because I grew up on a block where my whole family lived. So, like, imagine my grandmother's house is in the middle of the block. Next door is my aunt. The next door to my aunt is my other aunt. The next door on the other side of my grandmother is my uncle. Across the street is somebody else, a cousin. So every day in the summertime, it was lit because all my cousins outside, everybody's outside, and it was fun, man. As a kid growing up, it was just super fun. Then as I got older, I moved to Riverhead, another town in Long Island, about an hour away from where I grew up, and that was a little bit more. That was a little more rougher, you know. That's more the hood. So
right.
I got older, and you know, like you said, my mom and pop split, so I kind of became the man of the house, watching after my little sister, and like you said, you start learning things from the streets, and you start getting involved in things you probably shouldn't be involved in. So, but coming up as a kid, as a youth, it was fun. But then as I got older, it gets tricky. You know, it gets tricky.
It do get tricky, man. It definitely do get tricky, man. My grandson, he about to turn 13 this month. Wow. And I'm just looking at him and already looking at the challenges that he fit. You know what I'm saying? And we try to provide a life that for them to supersedes even what we was able to do with our children. Right. And so just watching him, and like I was able to coach his flag football team. You know what I mean? Wow. My pops ain't had nothing to do with, like, he was in his own, you know what I mean? My grandfather, forget about it. You know, I don't even think my grandfather ever hugged me. I think I might have put my arm around his neck once. You know what I mean? So,
Man.
but he just passed last month. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So he was
Condolences, man.
84.
Condolences.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But he did teach me, and that's one of the things I look back now, man. My big bro, we talk about this all the time. Like, we might not have had real affectionate men in our family, but we had men that showed us what consistency was. You know, you know what I mean? It wasn't, you know, they put it on their back and they did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For the family. So we did have that in my grandfather. So I did, you know, shout out to him, man, because I do appreciate that. But so when I look at my grandsons, I got 2 young grandsons. My youngest one is 6. I just try to be there as much as I can. You know what I mean? So I'm going to soccer games and I'm coaching flag football as much as I can. Like, I'm doing whatever I can, you know, and just being around and being available, you know, and hugging them and doing what I can, like stuff that I never had. So, you know, they don't have to. There's no excuse. So if they step out of line, boy, they don't want to wake up the monster. They step out of line. Like, boy, nah, you ain't got no excuse. You know, you know what I'm saying?
And at that age, like you said, one of your grandsons is 13, and you know that's when the peer pressure starts. That's when the girls come into play, and it's like, bro, you could buy him all the Jordans and the Flyers clothes, but those conversations and you being at the practices, when he get 19, 20, that's the only thing he gonna remember. You don't care about none of the other stuff. It's like those are the most important things, man, for real.
You know, my wife told me that when my kids was younger, she told me because I always been a hustler. And when I had the crazy, what people don't really talk about, what they don't really talk about is the damage that we do to ourselves from running around in the street. So you live in the street, you hustling, you doing what you're doing, you smoking, you drinking, you getting by, you got PTS for whatever is going on, you know, action happening, right? And then for you to come out of there and try to become a family man, you carrying things in you. You carrying things in you, man, that you don't even know you carrying with you, man. And that's you trying to build a home out of that. And you got levels of things happening inside of you that nobody helped you work through. So, you know, so the one thing I knew to do, I had to go get it. But me going to get it kept me away from my family, my kids, because I'm working, I'm hustling. She said, you know what? They're not going to remember anything that you bought them.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
She said, you know, they're going to remember you being there.
Yeah.
You got to slow down. You know what I'm saying? You got to slow down, you know? And I was just like, I hate it when she right. You know what I mean? She already thinks she right all the time. Anyway.
Women be hitting you with those gems at times, and it's like it sting a little bit because you don't want to admit it, but they be right in your core. You be like, oh.
But that's the balance, though. But see, and that's the balance. That's why, like, you know, on those platforms, you see all these platforms. You know, we pitting each other against each other. But you know, when you're motivated to build something together with somebody, you're gonna learn to. You're supposed to submit one to another. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you have to trust you enough that you can cover my flaws and I can cover your flaws, and I can be emotionally mature enough to accept when you shit like, hey, you tripping. Yeah. Because the goal isn't to be right. The goal is to be stronger.
Ooh,
you get
that's
what I'm saying?
Bar. That's a bar. That's a bar.
So. And but when you pit each other against each other, that, you know what I mean? That's not how we think. It was ego involved and pride, and that's got to be in check. You can't do that.
It's no progress from that. Like, what does that even solve? That doesn't. We constantly bumping heads, and we don't always. At some point, somebody got to say, "I see it from your view. You should see it from mine, and let's just see what we can move from there." And like. But we constantly bumping heads over. And then, like, the conversations they had be, like, the most, who should pay for the meal? Who should do this? It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, how many times we going to have this conversation, man? We got to find some unison, man. We got to come together, man. It's like.
That's a fact, because guess what? Every day you're going to eat. You know what I mean? God makes sure that. You're going to eat every day. What does it matter who pays for it?
Bro, like, come on.
Let's just break bread together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We choosing to do this together. That's the goal. You know what I mean? So, and that's what's crazy about the division. So that's why I like the tracks. Like the one I'm looking at it right here, the When You Ready. That, like, I listened to that a few times. The When You Ready, and I'm like, yeah.
That's one of those. Bro, that's probably the song I don't listen to. I don't listen to it as much as the other ones, just because it's so. I put so much into it that you ever like write something and you put so much at the end of when you finish it, it's like you're so exhausted. It's like you feel like you
Yeah.
just put everything. And that's one of those that like when I do listen to it, it kind of bring me back to certain places. So I don't listen to it as much, but man,
That's
yeah, I
tough
got
though.
super
But that's
vulnerable on that one.
that's what I'm saying. And you don't see a lot of artists do that. You know what I mean? That you don't see a lot of artists put themselves out there that much to be that vulnerable in that space. And it wasn't even saying like, oh, I'm right on everything. It's like, yo, this is just what it is, and this is what happened.
Right.
And I'm over it. You know what I mean? I'm letting this thing go. You know what I mean? I'm setting it right here.
Man.
And it's just like, wow, bro, I'm telling you, it's a tough joint. You know, I let my wife listen to the whole thing, and she listens. She is a critic. When I tell you, when it comes to music, I can play a track for her. She be listening. She be like, mm-hmm. I'm like, dang, you don't like it. She be like, she don't like. I don't know what you said. I'm like, dang, like I mean, you were born. You know what I mean? I put this on. She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you like this thing? Okay, that's somebody else. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I promise you, this is one of the coolest listens I've heard in a while, though. Seriously,
man, I appreciate. And bro, it took. And if you look at the album cover, that's what the cover kind of represents, with like the face separating and just the growth. Right. So I just wanted the cover to represent growth, because it took a while for me to even be comfortable to even. You know, the hardest thing to do as a man sometimes is to like admit your flaws, and then to like face the mirror, like just look yourself in the mirror and just because a lot of times if you listen to my older stuff, it was about shoot 'em up and super punchlines.
Oh yeah,
it was no substance because man, bro.
I was gonna get into nah. Go ahead though. Yeah, I listened to it. Bro, it was still hot though. You still had some bangers though. Yeah, I heard you though. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yeah, man. A couple years ago, being vulnerable took some like. I think it took personal healing, like aside from music, just growing as a man and being more comfortable in my skin. And
right.
But yeah, it took a while to even be comfortable enough to get vulnerable in music. Because before it was just I'm trying to look like the flyest and talk the most, the flyest stuff. But yeah, it definitely took time, man, for sure. To just be comfortable enough to say so much in music.
Right. Nah. Right. That's crazy, bro. That's is. What was the turning point that even made you want to attempt to do that? Because you definitely have the skill set to be really successful. The trajectory you was already headed in. So what was that turning point that made you say, you know what, I want to pivot, and this is the type of product that I want to put out and be known for?
Man, if I could be honest, getting close to God, bro. Like really,
come on now,
getting a relationship with God and praying more. Yeah, just being more spiritually connected with God and praying. And once I prayed, I'm like, I feel like we all got a purpose in life, and I feel like I had to like say something that could affect people, because it's like I could do the double entendres and play with the words and find dope beats, but it's like, what are you actually saying that's going to like affect somebody, that's going to maybe me being vulnerable or make a man feel comfortable to be vulnerable in his life in other ways. So, I just, man, God, man, I give all glory to God for sure, bro. For sure with that.
So that's bro, that's powerful.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Was there a certain experience that made you kind of like open yourself up to even start communicating with God on that level? Did something happen in particular?
Yeah, man. It was
stuff in the music, but I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, bro. It was. So my birthday is coming up this month on the 14th, 11/14. And if you listen to like the intro in the project, in the second verse, I say my 25th birthday was spent in a hospital.
Right.
And so that was 11/14. Then I think it was a year or two later, my other aunt died. When my aunt passed on my birthday, then a year later, I had another aunt pass on my birthday again, and then
Oh wow,
man, it was like
that's tough.
back to back death in my family. Like I lost 3 aunts, I lost an uncle recently. Like 4 or 5
Wow, my
people
condolences,
passed.
brother.
Like man,
Yeah,
just back to back death, and it was like, bro, death. It shakes you up a little bit because like people here one day, then they're gone the next, and it's like, man,
facts.
I had people that believed in my music and wanted to and was supporting me that passed away, and they won't be able to be here in the physical to see it, come to fruition.
Fruition.
So it's like, man, that made
Yeah,
me get closer to God. Like, God, I need you now. I need you more than anything because I'm seeing people leave that I was close to, and it's like they're dropping, like they're going back to back.
right.
So that kind of really drew me to like just start praying heavy, man, for sure.
Yeah, that's real, man. I tell you what, it's that's why it's funny because that's why my podcast is actually called God's Fault
Mm,
because it's like there's some people who might be mad that I'm even doing what I'm doing, but you got to get mad at God. You can't blame him. I have nothing to do with it. I'm
that's a
just
bar.
available.
That's a
You know what I'm saying?
that's a bar.
That's it. That's it. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, it's funny because this is the shirt I had. This says, I don't know if you can see it. It says denial is not denial.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Denial is not denial. Just because and that's when you said the unnecessary is necessary. It was funny how you were speaking about that is because those things that happen that seem like it slowed you down
Yeah.
is really necessary to put you in a position for where you're destined to be.
Man, yeah.
You see what I mean?
Man.
So yeah. And that's why when you were saying that, I felt that I was like, yo, that's powerful because you think sometimes you could be comfortably sleeping in life. Like you in a position because you're just so comfortable that you're not moving to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You kind of
Yeah.
stuck and you're just wasting your potential and you don't even know it because you're so comfortable.
And that's when I feel like when you in that state where you comfortable, I feel like God comes and he strips you of everything. And he'll put you in like an unfortunate place of discomfort that you don't want to be in. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes he'll put you in that season of isolation and strip everything from you. And then like, you like, geez, bro, what's going on? But
Yeah.
I feel like he does that to draw you closer to him. Cause like now you don't have nothing else. And like now you're uncomfortable. So it's like, you got to talk to me. You got to pray. You got to read my word. You got to get close to me. So I went through that season, bro, for like 6 months, man. And it was tough, but man, I'm telling you, bro,
Bro, you can see the fruit. You can see the fruit. Nah, seriously. And it's not all like I can definitely tell when I'm listening to this music that there's power in it.
Man,
and you know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't really see that. That's why I'm listening to this thing and I'm just like, is anybody hearing this? Like, are you hearing what I'm hearing right now? This man, you can tell this man has survived something. This man is pushing out, you know what I mean? Some things, there's some jewels right now. Like, and you reflect, and you were able to mix it with the pen like that and express it that way articulately. And with just the right sizzle sauce on that bad boy, I'm like, man, this is the cooking right here, man.
And
that's dope.
Bro, we see the young, like you saying about your grandkids, bro. I know for you as a grandfather, it's scary times, bro. We see these young kids dying younger and younger to gun violence and stuff, man. So that was like the main inspiration behind decisions and everything. I was just hoping that I know my type of music may not be appealing to the young crowd, but I'm hoping that who it needs to reach, it will reach, and they really receive the lyrics and the message. Because, like, bro, it's scary times out here for the youth, man. It's like
it is.
They're packing guns before they lose their virginity, bro. It's like like,
no,
crazy,
that's
man.
real. No, that's real. And I'm gonna tell you right now. So my grandson and all my grandchildren recently for where we are, I think it was last summer, in their hood, in their project, we just moved from over there. They was outside playing like normal. 2 young boys came up, told them, hey, get out of here. Jeez. As soon as they said get out of here, they pulled out, started shooting at the building across from them. The other dudes from the building started shooting back.
My God.
Bullets flying everywhere. They running and scattering. When the detective came and looked, he was like, "Where was y'all standing?" Their mother told him. He was like, "I don't know." He said, "I don't know who y'all pray to, but all of y'all are supposed to be dead right now.
Man.
All of y'all are supposed to be dead." And right before,
Jesus.
because it was a shooting a couple of, like, the week before, right? And me and my wife was on our way to work. I seen these young boys walking, and when we pulled out the parking lot, I had a vision of me carrying my grandson to the hospital full of bullet holes.
Wow.
Before it even happened. And I started praying right there. We get to work. She get the phone call. Her face, the color from her face just drained out. Now, she already rainbow and thinks she cute, so when her color drained I was like, "You done turned to Casper. What's going on over here?"
Yeah, something ain't right.
Yeah. And when she said, like, my stomach just felt, I'm like, because I just knew that it was over. You know what I mean? And that wasn't the first time that they was witnessed the gun violence. And I'm just like,
man.
So, and that's before he even could make a decision for himself.
Right.
Then I got my nephews, my youngest nephew, he's in that stage now, gifted basketball player. My older nephew's a beast, but it's life and circumstances. Yeah. So their brothers, he's training him. Shout out to Terrence and Tavion. And, but I'm always concerned about my younger nephew because he's at that crossroads stage, 15.
Yeah,
man. And I'm like, "Yo, you sticking with the basketball? Like, come on, like, stay training, but now everything else is coming at him. So he got to navigate through there. And it's just like, man, my brother be looking at all of our young cousins and stuff, man. We got some really talented young cousins and, but they're all in that crossroad age group where you can go either way. So this is what I'm saying. So this is the type of music, and I share you with people. I be like, "Yo, listen to my man, Rob." I share you in a heartbeat, my group text, everything. Man. Like, yeah.
Bro,
every time I see something, if I can catch it, I'm thinking I share it on my TikTok, man. I got 10,000 followers. I don't know why. I got them from somewhere.
Man.
So I just share the joint. It's just because I just think because a lot of time, like, I like the music how you move, like you carry, it's carried like you move. It's like, okay, yeah, like I'm not out here doing whatever. Don't get it twisted. We all man right here. Like, don't get it twisted. Take that nonsense over there.
Right.
You don't have to be a tough guy, but when it's time to toughen up, we can get tough.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
that's what I always tell people. I'm like, bro, I'm a man first. Like, don't get it twisted, bro. Before any rap or any other thing, I'm a man first. So we all from the same background, so we know how to. We got some level of street smarts where we know how to move and adjust and handle certain things. So you're right. You're 100%. That's bro, you're accurate. You're for sure accurate.
That's it, man. I'm telling you, I love it, man. So what's next on the agenda? Because I seen you had some videos, and I like what you're doing on TikTok, bro. Like, I like these videos are so simple and clean.
Yeah.
And the timing, like, it's the timing, like, you got the thing, you edited the thing right. I'm like, this is so simple, nice little 30-second clip, but it's dope. The video is smooth, everything is in sync and everything. The sound is dope. What's next? What you got another project going on? What's next for you? What's happening?
Yeah, man, I want to put out. It's already November. We're in the fourth quarter, so it's like I don't know if it'll be anything. I definitely want to drop a single before the year's over, and then hopefully that'll lead into the next project. So I got a project early next year that I want to put out. I was thinking about changing like same substance, just different production. So I want to work with different producers, and then I've been talking to, like, on TikTok. I've been meeting so many dope lyricists and artists and stuff. So I want to do more features on this project because Unnecessary Necessary had no features. So just new production.
You didn't need any features though. You still tall on that joint. I don't know if it is. I would like to hear who can stand by you like that and how you do it. That would be dope. Like, put together like a little a strong cipher or something. Do your own cipher.
So I've never been in a cipher either.
That's what
never
I'm
been
saying.
in
Like
one.
you haven't really seen that. Like you see that everybody's waiting for BET to do. Nah, man, dude, you
Yeah.
could get your own squad together. It's
Yeah.
just I know it's just hard when everybody's so busy in life. Just getting people to
Man.
work together. I
That
know easier to record because people can record in their own space and then
right,
kind of
right.
bring it to an engineer and clean it up and put it together. But to do a project where you can get together, have like
Yeah.
5 strong, just going stupid on a beat.
That's what I'm hoping for because like I wanted features on Unnecessary Necessary, but like you said, everybody aside from music got life, kids, they got jobs, and it's like
Right.
you waiting forever for a verse, and it's like, man,
Yeah.
I got a deadline, I got a release date in my head, I want to get it out. So that's why it was no features
Right.
on this project. But if I wait till next year to give me time to like, get some stuff together. I already got like a dude from Cali. I got a girl from Detroit. So man, it's some dope artists, man. That like I feel like they're going to challenge my pen because they be spitting. So
Right.
I got
Matter of
some.
fact, my man, he does he has a radio show. I don't know if you heard of him. His name is LS. He go on Instagram. He's I am LS. I did an interview with him, one of my first interviews
Okay.
in my catalog. But he has a show. He has a radio that's called This Is Hip Hop Radio. And
I've heard of that.
every Saturday he does a segment called Fire Trash.
Okay.
And he does a live stream. He streams it on his regular radio station, but then he also goes on Instagram Live.
Okay.
And he had people in the comments and stuff voting Fire Trash for stuff. And I did message him the other day. He didn't get back to me, but he's a busy dude, man. He's the hardest working man in Vegas. I'm telling you right now. This man. As a matter of fact, the last time I was out in Vegas, he took me to this underground. It was like an underground club. What was it called? It might have been called like the Hole in the Wall or something even like that. Like a little bar, whatever. But they had a whole night of just hip hop artists. And because he was doing like the media for whatever. We was there all night. He was just like all these dope acts.
Man.
It was so dope. But yeah, he's big in the scene out there. I'm gonna pass him on your information. I'm gonna send you his Instagram as well.
Okay.
Because it's a format that he has for submitting music. But it's not that difficult or whatever. But you'll submit a song and they'll vote on it. And as long as they vote on it and it's fire, or whatever, he kind of keeps it in the rotation and everything. So I think that'd be dope. Man. That'd be another level of exposure. You know what I mean, bro. For you because the Pain freestyle, I like that joint too. That
man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Pain freestyle. That was the first song I recorded for the project, and that was just me. That's why it's called Pain freestyle because it literally was just a one verse, no hook, and it was just me figuring it out like what sound I want to go for this tape, and that set the tone. So that's why everything kind of has that same vibe on the other songs. It's like Pain freestyle set the tone for the sound for Unnecessary Necessary. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's dope. And it's funny you say that too, because now thinking about all the songs in the project, I can see how because that one's like real punchy and it had that grit to it and everything, you know what I mean? Like you was in your bag in it and everything. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, you talking that talk. You talking that talk. But the other songs, you can see how it kind of it elevated. It like set the tone for it and it just kept growing and showed growth in the person as you continue to go on. So yeah, that's I like that one, man. That's
bro, you don't know how much I'm soaking in everything you're saying because like you know how it is as an artist. You just hope the way you vision the project, you hope people receive it in that way. So man, you received it exactly the way I was praying. Like when I put it out, I'm like, bro,
that's dope.
I hope this land on the ears like your ears that will understand the angle and where I was trying to take it. So man, I appreciate you, bro, for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's dope. I'm saying I started when I hit you up a few months back, we just commenting and we was going back and forth in the comments and stuff.
Yeah.
And I had listened to the EP then when you like first told me it was on there, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, yo. Like that, I'm like, yo. Like that's crazy. I can't buy it. So this is not for sale on here? This is just streaming on here?
Yeah,
I tried to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to. I'm like, how do you buy this joint, man? I can't even buy anything. I'm gonna buy it. I was thinking, my sisters who shout out to Shan, a.k.a. Grandma. That's what we call her. My big sister, my big little sister. She older than me. She only like 4'7".
Oh man, those be
but
the ones that be the tough ones though. The short ones
oh
be the
man,
tough
listen, she
ones.
done tried to take my head off with a bat a few times, but look, she ain't play.
Man,
my
but
sister tough like that, but she the one who put me on. Like, she's the one who put me on the hip hop. Like, when she was younger, young sister from the hood, she used to be infatuated with all the little thug dudes or whatever. So she had me listening to Intelligent Hoodlum, and she had me listening to, Tragedy in Queens, Intelligent Hoodlum. She had me listening to Granddaddy IU. These are old. She had me listening to, like, she baptized me in the streets of hip hop. I was on Cool G Rap. I was on all that.
man.
On MC Shan, like, that's my pedigree from back in the day, like, who I was, King's son. People don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying?
Granddaddy IU, I hear that name all the time from like the OGs, and I'm like, I gotta go check him out because his name is held like to a high regard. Like, people
Granddaddy IU, man, he that boy. He the one who put pimpin' and pimpin' when pimpin' was pimpin'. Are you kidding me, boy? What? Yo, bro. He was like for New York. He was laid back. He was Big Daddy Kane before Big Daddy Kane, man. Granddaddy IU was that dude. Boy.
I gotta check him out. Bro, I hear his name from a lot of like rappers I look up to. They always mention him, like when they mention like old New York hip hop, and I'm like, but I never like tapped in, so I gotta tap in for sure, man.
Nah, he a real one, man. But she kind of put me on that path, and ever since then, I've been on it heavy. You know what I mean? Just in the music or whatever, and I loved it. So I did like a faith-based joint with my peoples out here. We had like a lot of heavy rock influence in it.
Okay,
great project. But what I learned, organized religion didn't get behind it. And we was too aggressive for them too. We was they wanted to be in there like, praise the Lord. We was in there chopping off heads, going crazy. We was like the rock woo hip hop killers, gangster disciples.
Yeah, that scares them away a little bit. Yeah,
we was going crazy with it, man. But it was a dope project. It was a dope project, though. But I always did I just always loved hip hop, man. I'm coming from the freestyle era too, like when you really freestyle. Yeah. Where it wasn't a written freestyle. You show up on Funk Flex, you practice this joint for 3 months. Your bars so crisp, you can flow off any beat he goes because you can memorize the theme half the year before you went on there. You know what I'm saying? So, so where you really used to have to stand in ciphers and, and just really spit, and it might have got wild out there too. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't no rules.
You diss somebody too bad, they could get you. It might turn into a scuffle, like
it did. So most times it did, man. A couple of L's. Yeah. You was out.
Bro, MD 2020. I had that when I was down south because my mom always talked about MD 2020, and when I saw it in the South. I don't know how y'all was drinking that back in the days, man. That's poison. That's too much, poison. Man.
Bro, it's crazy. I seen a chick. I seen one of them Palm people walk right into the liquor store for that. I said, "Oh no, yeah." Like, I'm talking about like a few, like recent. I'm like, you really bought?
No, bro. There's too many options now to be drinking MD 2020, man. It's like
you want problems, like
that was equivalent to like, and when I was in high school, it was the Four Loko. So I feel like MD 2020 was y'all generation Four Loko. Like,
I would say that's an accurate assessment.
Man, Four Loko was dangerous.
This.
Sheesh.
Whew, I can't even, man. I'm getting sick just thinking about it.
Yeah, right. Man, I quit drinking for like, it's been like 6 months now since I quit drinking. So only thing I will. Yeah, man, I don't miss it.
I'm with you on that. No, I'm with you on that. Now, every once in a while I get thirsty. I ain't gonna lie. I get a little, but I
Yeah.
still, I like to relax myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get right.
Yeah. Get you
Yeah,
some red
but you
wine.
right. Yeah, chill out,
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
Yeah, but nah, I hear you, man. But that comes along with that thing, man. Like when you grow up in trauma, and that's the one thing. Like I didn't realize. I thought the way I was living life, how everybody lived life. It didn't register that. Wait a minute, this ain't normal.
it ain't normal.
You know what I mean?
No.
This ain't
Man.
normal. Like every time I'm loading up to go to war.
That's not normal. That's
not normal.
Man, and what's crazy is like when I start getting friends from like this like different parts of the town that's like more suburban or whatever, and like
Right.
you meet them and you say like you having just random conversation, you realize like it's so many people that went their whole life and never lost somebody to gun violence. So when you
That's a fact.
start mentioning like this friend got killed and this friend got killed, they're like, huh? Like that, like
Yeah.
what? Like it sounds crazy to them, and we make
Right.
it so normal. And we just make it like it's nothing.
So
But
conditioned. Yeah, like this is
you don't realize
this
it
is
until
life. That's right. Till you get around some other folks, man. That's
yeah,
powerful, man. And that when you have that kind of appreciation, and I think that's what I think too many times we look at other people and kind of wish we was like them or we had it like them or whatever. But if you really sit back and think like the things that you survived,
man,
the things that you witnessed and you seen was meant to make Davon King.
right.
You wouldn't be who you are without those experiences, but they're not meant to hold you back. They meant to push you forward.
Right. Man.
And to appreciate. So, and that's what I tell them, like, I appreciate everything.
Everything, bro. Everything.
And when I say this, like, people really don't, when I say I appreciate everything, like, I appreciate my internet. I appreciate this light.
Yep.
I appreciate this room. I appreciate being able to get up and go to my refrigerator when I want to, because I know how it feels like when they say lights off.
Ooh, bro.
You see what I mean?
What?
So I appreciate, like, it's like, think about your boy Diddy. He's sitting there, he got all the money in the world.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the goal, right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the goal, right?
A black billionaire.
But you can't do nothing.
Nothing,
You
bro.
stuck. Name is mud right now. We don't know what's right or what's wrong. I'm not putting none of that. I don't know. But what I know is you're not living how you was destined to live for what you worked hard and accomplished to do.
Man.
If that's the goal, how you end up here.
And then that like when not to make it religious, but when you read the Bible, God speaks about being faithful with a little. And like, man, it's sad to see like somebody like Diddy like have things that people, me and you might be praying for. Like, bruh, if I just get that opportunity to be in that position, I could do so much good with it and uplift and bring my people up. And then you see somebody just fumble that and just use it for corruption. It's like, bruh, it's
crazy.
It's crazy.
But but that's the thing. They always say that money only magnifies what you already are. Yeah. You see what I mean? So it just gives you more access to what you already desire and crave.
That's true.
So, so if you, and that's why, what they say, money's the root of all evil. It's not saying money's the cause of evil. It's saying money, like evil flourishes through money because it's the influence of it. They can, you can do whatever with it.
Right.
So if you're, and if you rob, steal, and kill, that's where the evil's coming from to obtain it. Because now you elevated this to God's status, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. We do everything for money. So money is everybody's God for the most point. Yeah. Because when you don't separate yourself to say, wait, I trust you, God, first, and this is going to come. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part. Like, I've never missed a meal. I've never had to sleep under the stars without by choice.
Me neither.
Regardless if I had a job, if I didn't have a job, if I hustled, if I didn't hustle, I never went without anything.
Right.
And so why am I chasing a dollar when God has always been the provider of all things? Man,
you talking, bro. You talking.
You see what I mean? That's what's crazy. And in the Bible, what it say in the scriptures, it said, The birds, they don't worry about what they eat, or drink. The flowers, his clothes, they don't worry about their clothes. Solomon wasn't clothed as beautiful as these flowers.
Right.
You know what I mean? With all the
Right.
money in the world, like, so God has already provided us with everything that we ever need. And if we can grasp that, then we can allow ourselves to really walk in our purpose and not be weighed down by the weight of things.
Man, you gotta deny those flesh desires. Like those things of the flesh, man, you gotta deny it, bro. And like you said, you just gotta have that faith and that trust that everything is divinely guided, and like you said, he's gonna provide. It just, we become impatient because we want things as like when we want it. And it's like, God don't move like that.
DeLeo is not
Bruh, it keeps circling back to your shirt. The saying on your shirt, bro. It's like, bruh, we be thinking that DeLeo is a denial, and it's like, nah, man, it's just you gotta pray for the wisdom and knowledge to get the blessing, and then God gotta make sure you have the strength to multiply it and hold it and do right with it. So it's like, bruh, he's gonna delay it.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna let you in on a secret too. I noticed this about me, and this is because I'm going, like, in life is about journeys and learning and things, and this is what I love to do. So when I'm up, I look at how I spend my money. I ain't like, I pay attention to how I spend, and I be like, yo, I wasn't even thinking about getting this and doing that. Like, why is this so important that now I got a little extra? Now you want to go to the Red Lobster. Now you want to go to the steakhouse. Now you you was good without doing that before. You was just as content. You was just as this. But it kind of put me in the perspective, like, and God's like, see, you're still running off of impulses and desires. Why do you feel like you got, like, and I'm starting paying attention to that, and as so I did this, so let's do right by this, so let's stash this, let's flip that the right way, let's invest, you know what I mean, let's do these things because I'm looking at my nature, you know, and I'm paying attention to who I am, and I'm like, you know what, you ain't there, bro.
And you know, bro, it's funny you said, because not to keep, bro, the Bible, like, you know how the Bible says, like, God doesn't see as men see, he sees our heart. So we can, like, try to convince ourselves that, like, I'm changing, but then God won't give it to you because he know your heart. He like, nah, I know you still got that.
And you wonder what? Yeah, you still got that thing.
I know deep down you still want to get that paper and splurge it, and spend above your means and stuff like that. So
that's powerful. That's powerful. The heart is deceitfully wicked. Man, who knows it? What man knows it? You know, because you really don't know what drives you. But that's why our environment is so important. Like, we gotta, and that's why the environment I try to create for my children, my children's children, now that I'm aware of it, an environment where they're not affected or driven by those carnal thoughts and things. You know what I mean? But really, because that's where it stems from. So these things is so deep rooted. Like, you just don't get to walk away from who you are. Like, not like that. You got to be aware so that you don't fall back into those things. You know what I mean? Right. It's not like I'm not trying to control behavior. I'm trying to change mindset. The mindset hasn't changed. You know what I mean? Right. If you try to control your behavior, you're just going to go back to it. But if you change your mindset and how you see it and how you view it, then it's harder for you to go back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's the whole thing. Like, I'm do that with as many things as possible. And sometimes you can overwhelm yourself and God be like, yo, chill out. I ain't asked you all that. You know? I ain't asked you to snap your fingers and be this new, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just telling you to grow. Yeah. You know what I mean? Be aware, pay attention, grow, and make better decisions off of knowledge that you gain and apply it. And as you start doing that, you're going to get so far away. It's so funny. One of my younger cousins, he called my cousin, put him on the phone, whatever. He like, yo, we outside. And he caught me off guard. I was in my solemn mood. I'm like, oh, yeah, word? Yeah. You good? Yeah. And then he was like, he's telling my other cousins, like, yo, why he sound like that? He sounds so weird now. He sound like, because he just couldn't he couldn't get the fact that I wasn't the same moving in the same energy like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I messed around one day and I was in my groove and I was in that energy and he was like, oh, that's the, and then I was like, see, that's that.
Bro, like you said, your environment is important because if you, bro, it's like you got to break out that cocoon to be a butterfly. It's like, and if your environment won't allow you to be that butterfly, it's like you're going to stay in the cocoon. So it's like, and then like you said, people,
that's good.
People be like, man, like you ain't the same or you ain't this, you ain't that. And like they make you start to feel guilty for changing. And it's like, bro, it's not changing. It's just growth, man. You got to grow at some point, bro. You got to grow, man.
That's crazy, man. That's actually, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. So look, cause I know we've been trying to get this together for a minute and I definitely would love to sit down with you again. But before we go, cause there's some other things that we can kick it on.
Man, we can chop it up about a lot. Yeah.
I can see that now. But I wanted to get back to this because I just wanted to know and let the people know your top 5 MCs of all times. This is the question. The top 5 MCs of all time, and I'm gonna do you a solid, no particular order. Unless you want to rank them.
Nah, I can't. I don't want to rank them. I can't rank them.
Okay.
I can't rank them. Man, top 5. Big.
Okay.
Beanie Siegel.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay. That's valid, though.
Man, I love Beans, bro. Beans.
Yeah.
Can the Locks be one?
I'll let you get it for this one. I'll let you get it this time. I'll give that to you this time. I'll let you get it this. That's fair.
Because I can't choose between Styles and Jada. It's like, that's tough.
I got you. I got you.
The Locks. So Big, Beans, The Locks, Nas.
Oh, come on, legend.
And I'm going to say, dang, the last one is tough.
Come on, man. What's on your heart? Tell me what's on your heart. I know you. What's on your heart? Because you probably did a different generation, but you naming some vets. So you.
I got to say, man, Kendrick. I got to go with Kendrick.
Okay, I felt that. Okay,
I got to go with Kendrick. Yeah, I got to go with Kendrick. Kendrick.
So Kendrick is a beast. He's definitely a beast. I'm surprised you didn't hit it with J. Cole though in there because
that's why I was struggling because I'm like, it's either Kendrick or Cole, but it's only 5, so I can't.
It's only 5. Nah, that's fair. Nah, that's fair. It's not a wrong list. I just like to see what people says is that. So without naming those, who would you say is the most underrated top 5 that should be a top 5 but don't get enough respect?
I got 2. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Andre 3 Stacks. 3 Stacks. Andre 3000.
Oh, no, why you say this, dude? My man is gonna love this. I can't stand it. Man, why you have to say Andre 3000? Nah. He trying to tell me that Andre 3000 was better than KRS-One. And he don't even smoke. I don't know why he's hollering. Like, what's wrong with him? But okay, 3 Stacks. Shout out to my man, wait a minute. Unapologetically masculine. Shout out to them bros, man. They doing good things too. Tune into their podcast.
Man, I'm gonna say 3 Stacks.
3 Stacks. He nice now. I ain't gonna lie.
And Big Pun. Big Pun for sure.
Ooh.
Big Pun.
Big Pun. You know who I think is really underrated that people, they have no idea how insane this man lyrics are? Reggie Noble. Redman. Brick City, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. Dang, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He's a GOAT.
Bro.
He will tear it, bro. What?
Redman is tough.
Redman, let me tell you something, man.
Jeez.
Redman is probably one of the illest lyricists that don't get the respect.
Bro, how did I forget Redman, bro?
It's because he's just not commercial no more. Like he's not, he kind of. It's so wild that hip hop is the only music genre that ages out. Yeah,
for sure. For sure.
I'm watching rock stars 80 years old in wheelchairs still packing out arenas.
Yeah. I don't understand what's up with our culture where we disrespect our legends too quick, man. Like we just throw them to like, it's no way that Big Daddy Kane shouldn't still be held up high, or KRS,
What? Come
or
on, man.
like it's no, like we gotta. I understand they say it's a young man's sport and all of that and stuff, but we
But
can't
why? Why is they saying it's a young man's sport when most young men haven't lived enough to give you any quality bars?
Ooh, that's a jump. Dang. That's my rebuttal for that now. Every time somebody say that, that's my.
I'm just being real. They just really have it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like they can give you some finesse, but they're not giving you nothing of substance for
Nothing.
real.
And we see it every day. That's why the genre is so in a bad state right now, because people falling with that is a young man's sport. But like you said, the young men
Right.
ain't giving no substance, no gems, no bars, no creativity, no nothing. It's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That's all it is.
I'm trying to think of right now who is like one of the youngest MCs that's giving substance besides you and La Russell and Simba. Y'all like on my top 3 for that. Who's giving like,
man? I don't know if
actually.
It's a young dude. His name is, he's from Louisiana. His name is Lareezy.
I never heard of him.
I'm gonna send you his Instagram when we get off. But he's fire. He just dropped a project that's super. Man, he's dope.
Okay.
He got something to say.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what I need to hear. I need to hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need to hear stuff. I'm trying to think of who else like is like that. Now, one of my favorite artists that I didn't know would be my favorite artist one day, just because I just respect the lyrics and the artistry, is Lil Wayne.
Bruh, that's crazy, because I'm the same way. I didn't like when mixtape Lil Wayne in my high school, he was everybody's favorite rapper and top and all that. I didn't get the hype. I really didn't understand.
Me neither. Me neither.
Now, what? Man, he be smoking everything he on.
When I started listening to him for real, when I started like listening to him and like got out of my, because I was sort of like in that almost being OG phase when he was like, you know what I mean? So I'm like kind of playing a little, but then I like got off my little high horse and started listening to this dude. He said, what?
Bro.
I said, what? Like, I said, oh man, because I think maybe it was just his voice and his inflection was kind of throwing me off too a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but when I got past all that and I just started listening to, I said, man, I don't know anybody who can touch him lyrically.
I don't know why.
Like, he is destroying.
There's no way I'm letting that man. He be smoking people. When he do the features on like his recent features, he be leaving them on the track.
Who's the one he just did it with? Was it Yellow Beezy or who did he just do he just did a project with somebody, and I'm listening to him and I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. Then I said,
bro, I'm telling you,
man on here.
Why you
put this man on here? And it's not even it's like levels beyond whoever he's with. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people try to say J. Cole on that Benny the Butcher, what was that joint? The Cadillac, what was that song?
John P's Cadillac.
John P's Cadillac, yeah. Everybody's like, don't get me wrong, J. Cole's verse
was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
But if you listen to Benny verse,
he was talking.
That one knows the draw. He was talking.
I'm gonna be honest.
Don't do that. Like he was talking. This man was on fire.
When people are saying Cole washed him on it, I'm like, it's a good verse. Don't get me wrong, but are y'all hearing what he just said in the first verse? Like,
nah, they wasn't listening. I said, oh my god. I said, nah, absolutely not. And his verse, Cole's verse was heat.
Yeah,
god, Benny,
it was hard.
That dude, like, don't, yeah. But see, that's what I'm a fan of, though. I like that. I don't know if you listen to Rakim had dropped a new project and he had a lot of Fallen MCs on there on his project. He got these verses, bro. He got a joint on there. When you get a chance, listen to Pendulum on that album.
Okay.
Pendulum on the new Rakim.
I didn't even know he dropped the project. Wow.
Yeah, but see, that's how they do the legends, though. You know what I mean?
It goes back to what we were saying. Yep.
Yeah. But he put a lot. You're gonna be like, what? That
Man.
Pendulum track is crazy, bro.
I gotta check.
And I listen to and you know, definitely check that out. But like I said, I'm a fan of good music. I like a lot of good music, or not just hip hop. I like just good music in general. But hip hop, when I hear lyrics in hip hop and when it's put together, I can't wait to hear what you got coming up next.
Man, I
really can't. I'm listening. I think did you drop something today on TikTok that's not on here? It might be old because I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So what's this process when you write, and how long when you hear a beat, how long are you in? How long does it take you really to sit on that and put that in work? How long does it usually take you?
It's funny because like it all depends on how much I like the beat. Like if I got a new process where like if the beat doesn't, if I'm not already rapping as soon as it drop, I skip to the next beat. So I just cancel it. If I don't feel it right away, I just cancel it. But if I feel it, bruh, like DIE, decisions and everything on the project, I wrote that in like 15 minutes.
Say word.
And I was on my lunch break at work.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
It was just because
that's crazy,
bro. It was the beat. The beat gave me chills when it dropped. I'm like, oh man, I gotta say something. Man. And
that's dope.
So
that's dope, man.
Like writing, like when you're ready, that took about 2 days to write. It took like a day for each verse. But
that's a heavy track.
Yeah, it's so heavy because I just wanted to make sure. Man, I rewrote the first verse like twice and like kept shifting words around and structuring it. But it just depends, man. It could take me 2 days, and then sometimes it could take me 10 to 15 minutes to write a verse. So it's like it just depends what type of beat it is and how much I like it. You know, and what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
I think Jay ruined it for everybody when they was like, yo, he just walks in there and just... I was like, first of all, you know this man is thinking all the time. He has no peace. Because his brain is up, because he's always right. Like, you can, even though you're not writing it down, for you to be thinking of these, like, things all the time. Because I find myself, I still do it. I ain't even writing anything. Sometimes I have to text myself. I'm like, oh, that's dope. Let me text that to myself.
Yeah. I do that. I just did that. I was raking leaves and a bar came to mind. I just hurry up and pull my phone out and just did a voice note. Like,
you got to do it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'll set off a whole track or whatever. The one thing I love about making music personally, right? I love not like starting from scratch, not having anything but a beat, and you listening to the beat, and then like you said, you get inspired, you put it down. By the time the process is done, you don't put it in the booth, you don't put ad-libs, you don't put the vibe, you don't put the hook, and then you sitting back looking at the little scratch of paper you had or something on your phone, and now you hearing, and, that's like to me, that's why I think I always write here and there and do whatever, because it's just such a great feeling to me to see something created from nothing.
From nothing, man. And you know what's weird is like, music is the only thing that the new thing I found that I enjoy doing because it's like the same process is cooking. I enjoy cooking because it's like it's the same process, like seeing something from scratch turned into like you bake a lasagna. You see, like it started off with the meat, cooking the meat, the sauce, and then you lay everything together, and it's like
it comes all together.
Yeah, but
man, that's dope, man.
That feeling is like you said, it never gets old. It don't matter how many raps you write, how many songs you make. It's like it's nothing like the whole process, bro. You get because it's like you could be in your room, but it don't even feel like you in your room no more. It's like like you're just in a whole nother
somewhere
space.
else with it. Nah, that's real. Nah, that's real. I'm telling you, and that's very powerful, man. And I think that's why I think it's really a spiritual thing because you're sharing a piece of you. That is your soul. And that's why when they be like artists be selling their souls, like they be compromising what they really feel to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they just put out anything, but they're not really about that, but they can skillfully create it.
Yeah.
And just for a paycheck. You know what I mean? But knowing, like, I don't think people realize how powerful music is, the vibrations, the words that you're uttering. Like, these words, the things that you say is going to
100%.
resonate forever.
Forever, man. And when you asked earlier, like, what was the transition? That was a thought that came to mind. Is like, whatever I write, I got to be able to stand behind it. You know, I got to be able to
Right.
stand behind it, and not only stand behind it, but stand behind it proudly with my chest out. You know, like,
Right.
I don't want to be
that's
saying,
a fact.
I can't be saying popping a perk, and I'm not doing that. So now, even if people love it, it ain't gonna feel as good as like something that's from the heart, because it's like, I know it's a lie, and I can't,
Right.
it's just,
Right.
man. So I feel good to be able to play music for like my mother, and she listen to the lyrics and she know that everything I'm saying is facts. It's like, she like,
Right.
yeah,
That's real.
I know there's no cap in your rap. I know you're not lying, because I was there
I'm gonna
with
tell
you.
you something crazy. I'm gonna tell you something crazy, right? So I got this track that I did maybe about 5-6 years ago. It's called Who's Laughing Now, right? I'm gonna send this to you, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna send this to you. But the reason I'm telling you, because my moms love this track. When I say, no, you don't understand. When I say she loves this track, she tells her sister that, now we got a very, family full of faith and everything. I'm one of the black sheep, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she played my aunt, and I'm in there dropping F-bombs and everything. She like, yeah, he cursed on the baby. It's all right. Listen to my baby.
yeah, bro.
And she plays it all the time because she just loved it. Like, she just loved the energy of the song. She just loved the message. She just loved, and my mom was like my biggest fan. She was like, when you gonna do another project?
Man, we don't, artists got to talk about that more. It don't matter if you had 1 million fans, but if your moms rock with it, it's like, bruh.
Yeah.
I can get 0 likes on every post, but if my mom's was one of the likes,
that's it. Yeah,
that's it.
Like, yeah, mom rocking with this. Nah, that's big, man. Nah, that's huge. Yeah. Shout out to moms, man, who support them babies, man. That's what's up.
Thanks,
man. But it was something else. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you too. This artwork for Unnecessary Necessary, bro, with this face coming off. Who did that? Because that is crazy. I'm looking at that. I was like, that's a crazy graphic.
It was an artist. I don't know if you know this website. It's called Fiverr.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's like a bunch of like freelance people up there. And it was a dude, and I was like, I was rushing. I was like, I need artwork, and I had the vision in my head, and I'm going through a bunch of people trying to figure out who to pick. And then I went through his artwork, and I'm like, he if anybody could do it on here, I know he could do it. He could do it.
No, that's a dope. That's a tough pick.
Yeah, and I typed everything out and explained like the vision of it. And when it took him a couple of days, but when he sent it back, I was like, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Listen, that's the first thing that grabbed me too. I was just like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, that is a powerful image right there,
man.
That's yeah. What I like about what you're doing right now is and I don't know if this was your intention, but I feel like it's just a part of your character. Everything is purposeful.
Yeah.
Like everything has intent. Everything is purposeful. Everything has meaning behind it. The vibes, the selection from the music itself, the delivery style, the artwork, like the collab, like everything is purposeful and keeps a whole energy the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With this project. Like, this is one of the projects that make me wish that they were still doing like regular CDs in stores.
Man.
Because this one you want to open up the cover, look at the picture, read you know what I'm saying? It has that whole feel to it, man. It's so powerful, man. So you definitely got a fan in me as far as in this music and everything is concerned, brother. I'm gonna continue to listen and I'm excited to see what God has in store for you. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely gonna be something powerful. Definitely.
Likewise, man. I really appreciate it, bro. And like when you messaged me and invited me on the podcast, the first thing that stood out was the name of your podcast, and I'm like, man, that's enough for me to want to be a part of something with that name on it. It's like,
Right,
bro,
right. That's
bro.
big. I appreciate that, man. No, I really
Yeah,
do, man. It's not. Listen, it's God's fault that you're here. There's people that's mad at you
come on.
because they knew you win. You know, they remember when you and because you and they expected you to
Yeah,
be there,
yeah,
but yet you right here.
yeah,
And the only reason you here is because God destined you to be here, brother.
for
You
sure,
know what I
man.
mean? He destined you to be here. He knew who to give the gift to, and he knew what you would do with it. And every time you use your gift, you know, you closer to God than you even know, man.
Man,
You know what I mean? And it's God's fault that you're here, man. This is your purpose, and I feel like you living in that strongly. And like I said, I'm excited to see what else you got going on, man. It's
appreciate
dope.
it,
So I'm
bro.
definitely going to be following, and I definitely want to get you back here on your next project. Even before then, we could chop it up about whatever.
Yeah, man. We was getting into different. I noticed you had to keep pulling it back because we was veering
Yeah, I
off.
try to, yeah. Listen, I'm learning. I'm trying to, you know, we could say that we could do that another time. We gonna,
Man.
yeah. That's
Anytime
dope.
you
So
need a
let me ask you this.
co-host, I'm
Word. Listen, I
let me
appreciate
know,
that.
man.
Yeah. Nah,
I'll
that's
pull
what's
up
up,
for
man.
sure.
Definitely, because there's some topics that we could have touched upon. It's election day.
Oh
Huh?
man, we didn't even talk
You
about that.
know, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
You know, it's but you know, I digress. You know, right now it's a secondary, man. I really want people to tune into that. I really want to get this out. And you know, and make sure that I do my part to help, you know, along your journey as much as I can. Like I said, we're a small platform, but we're growing and we're gonna, you know, we trying to do what we need to do. We're not trying to spelling. I can hear my man yelling, "My trying is felony." So, so we doing it. You gotta. My circle's small too, but man, they tough, boy. They hold me to a high standard, man. If I'm slipping, they'll let me know in a heartbeat. They ain't taking no short.
You gotta
So,
have
you
those
need people
people.
like that.
You
That's
gotta
right.
have those people, man. You got to.
That's right.
You
That's
got
right.
to, bro.
So now let me ask you this though, just on a different whole joint. Who's your NFL squad? Are you an avid sports fan and you don't rock with it?
Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm more of a basketball fan. But
Okay. Who you
football,
rocking with in the NBA?
Lakers, man. I grew up a
Lakers.
Lakers fan, bro. I grew up a
Kobe.
Lakers fan.
Kobe, he had you.
with the
That's
fro,
respect.
number 8 with the fro, man. Oh man,
Okay.
long live
I remember,
Mamba,
that's
man.
crazy. I remember Kobe when he first stepped on the court, man. I remember watching
Yeah.
that, man. I remember watching. I was like, I'm looking. Man, what's wrong with this kid, man?
Oh
Look, he's
man,
trash. You understand trash, man? He out there trying to take everybody, getting blocked, acting crazy. I'm like, man, what's wrong with this kid?
bro,
But he turned out to be one of the greatest to ever do it.
the greatest, man. Long live Kobe, man, and
Yeah,
GG.
man, Black Mamba. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy, man. Yeah, respect, man. Rest in
and
peace to them, man.
the older I
That's
got, is like with Kobe, it became deeper than just an athlete because like what he stood for and like just resilience and the Mamba mentality, all of that, and just hearing
right.
the story from his peers and of his character is like it even if you're not a fan of him, it's like it's commendable, bro. You gotta respect it.
It
Like you
is. You
just
gotta
gotta
respect
respect it.
it. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
respect that work ethic, man. Now that's dope. So let me ask you this. So how you feel about LeBron and what he's done in the league thus far, and then him ushering in Bronny the way he did? How
Man,
that look for the Lakers? As a Laker fan, because I can speak to you because you're a Laker fan. My
right.
cousin Deuce, he's a Laker fan too, you know, but I don't trust nothing he said because he biased and he likes him. So
Man, just bro, we just witnessing this with him and
right.
Bronny is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
like it seemed like a movie. It don't seem real. Like just seeing them on the court together and to say James Jr. on the back of his jersey and he with his pop sitting
Yeah.
on the bench is like
Yeah.
it don't seem like something that's real, bro. Like that's black excellence, man. Like that's
Isn't
just
that an amazing accomplishment? I'm not even like I tease like a lot of my younger cousins and stuff, your generation, because they, you know, LeBron fans and everything. But I
yeah,
enjoy watching LeBron throughout his career. There's some things he definitely could have did different to me as far as in just how he approached this game, but he developed that over the years. Like that's the one thing we always expect the best out of everybody else, but we don't
right.
put that same light on ourselves. It's so easy to be a critic to others and
Yeah.
demand excellence. but what are you excellent in? So you know what I mean? So, you ain't put in the work to do what this man doing to get his and do all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so when he cry about a foul or whatever, you don't know how many times he gets smacked and he don't say anything. He finally reaches his breaking point and he's just like, "Yo, I'm tired of this, ref. Like, what's up?" So you know, I definitely do respect that. Now, unfortunately, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan because I was a Jersey Nets fan all my life. And but you know what? Brooklyn looking all right right now.
I was going to say,
they don't got no big names.
Turning around for
Thomas,
y'all, man.
Yeah, Johnson. They got Schroeder, boy. You know Schroeder. I like Schroeder with the blonde Schroeder when he had the blonde hair. That's
with the little blonde, the Wiz Khalifa.
That Schroeder was wild, boy.
That's when he was coming through the lane with the
He messed up, man, yo. But I like how they looking, man. I like Claxton coming into his own. Nicholas Claxton. And they got some other faces that I'm like, who the heck is this guy? They had a dude come off the bench the other night, went stupid. I was like, who is that? I didn't even know who he was, but he went crazy. I was like, okay, I like what Brooklyn doing. I didn't even know the coach. I didn't know. I felt bad. I was talking to my brother, like, you know these niggas, bro. Like,
I gotta pay attention to Brooklyn. I haven't been paying attention to Brooklyn. I've been like paying attention to the Knicks, and the Knicks is disappointing with the Knicks, but.
Well, you know what? They threw up the chemistry to me. So it's going to take a little time. But I don't know who thought Karl Anthony Towns was going to be was a New York big man. You got to look at the history of New York or the Knicks big man.
Exactly.
Like, he's more like, that's not the guy you bring in to be the muscle.
Nah, at all.
You know what I mean?
At all.
I'm going to tell you what's crazy, though, because they're talking about a trade with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And
that could be crazy.
Him in New York,
I stand with that.
I would watch every Knicks game that I can. And this man goes, trade Cat up out of there. You can get Cat up out of there. If you kept both of them, though, because now you stretching it.
Yeah.
Pause. Now you
pause. I was going to say it, but you beat me to it.
Now you can stretch the floor. And you can kill him on the inside, you know what I mean? So that I don't know who you give up though. I don't know what you can give for Giannis. I just don't know. I don't think New York has what it takes to get him. I don't know what they can do. Because their roster is pretty.
I can't even think of what would be an even trade for that. It's like,
well, to keep Cat, they can't. If they give up Cat, then because now you don't have a ball dominant star like Lillard. Like Lillard is a ball dominant star. Yeah, and that's the problem when you put them two on the same team. You know, every time you have it set up like that, it never works. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like look at Dallas right now with Clay. You know, now he don't have to be ball dominant. He's a catch and shoot guy. That works perfect.
Right.
When they first put Kyrie and Luka together, it was kind of weird because
it was like
Kyrie didn't have the mentality that he had, that wouldn't have worked. They wouldn't have went as deep as they did. Paul again, but they wouldn't went as far as they did in the playoffs because they both would have demanded the ball to score, and they kind of like stood back, let this one ISO, get back, let this one ISO, and it wasn't like movement. With the basketball. So once they figured that out, they got dangerous. But here's what's crazy about that. Here's life lesson. But when the stress increased, during the champ, they went back.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You revert back to what you know when the pressure up.
That's when you get back to the clashing. That's when the clashing come back. Yeah.
They couldn't trust the process.
Yeah.
Like your boy said.
Now everybody in survival mode. It's like,
exactly. That's how we do in life. It's pressure. We all good. We good. Yeah, we float. Everything good. Money up. You let a little pressure hit.
Yeah.
Boy.
That's when the survival
you ain't so patient no more when you you ain't so patient no more when she says you know what I mean? The kids
man, get out the way. Let me do it, man. Let me use
Yo, you let things get tight, boys. This show was really good. But wow, that's wild, man.
I could feel it though, because when you're back against the wall, it's like anybody either you making a way or you in the way. It's like, yo, bro, move, bro.
That's it. I like that. Either you making the way or you in the way, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
crazy, man. Look, I listen. This has been well worth the wait, brother. I know we was talking how it seemed like obstacles was getting involved, but anytime that what the enemy means for evil, God means for good, bro.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
And just sometimes you have to have a little patience.
Yeah.
And let things matriculate the way it's supposed to, man. And
and I felt bad. Yeah. I one of the things I try to pride myself on is like being a man. I'm trying to work on just keeping my word. And
facts.
When we missed the second time, I'm like, oh man, I was like, I gotta hit him up, and hopefully he not like, because you could have easily been like, it's whatever, bro. I'm done now.
Right.
So
right.
I was grateful that you were still even open to like making it happen. So yeah,
that's
sure,
what's
man.
Up. I'm gonna tell you like this. I bounced everything off the missus, man. I was like, it's nah. She was like, ain't you recording? I was like, oh yeah, nah, I didn't fall. It fell through or whatever. And I had to get, and this is real. I had to get her. I was like, yo, it started like, wait a minute, whoa. Why are you going negative? Don't go negative. It's cool. You're busy. Things come up. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Don't allow that to set in. Give it time.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, God, you right.
Yeah.
Baby, you right. I'm gonna chill out. It'll work out if it's meant to be.
Man,
it'll be.
And it
I'm
happened.
so glad that we both stood on our principles.
Yeah.
To allow this to come to being. And that's it. But see, you know how many brothers who want to do that but can't? They haven't reached that level yet to be able to even push through themselves.
Man, you
get what I mean?
I was just talking to somebody about that. Like, it's crazy how many people is in jail and graveyards because of that one thing. It's like, bro, we could have just put the pride aside and like talk through it and work through it and just be less prideful. Right. It's like, man, that's something like you said, but your mind automatically like goes, because where we're from, you go to the negativity.
Right. It goes to the negativity.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing he playing.
He's trying to play me. Yeah.
It's like, yo, calm down, man. There's something called reality in life here that's at work. You know what I mean? Like, let that rock. It'll work out. Bro, you know what I mean? And it's crazy.
I've been praying to work on that because, like, any little thing, I automatically like, oh, nah, they lying, bro. They. And now you're assuming something that might not even be what it is instead of just talking.
Exactly.
To the person. It's like,
Nah, that's real. That's real. And it's and I tell you what, me just even the last year or so just doing this and getting with different people and things like that. Like I got a homegirl, her name is Samantha Thompson, and she's a producer, writer, film. She produced a show. It's on Tubi now. It's called Lick the Series.
Oh, dope.
If you haven't checked that out, Lick the Series.
Wait, I think I started that a while ago.
One of the dopest YouTube shows. It's on Tubi now. You catch it on Tubi right now. And then she got Chris Mess coming out the movie. Dang. It was premiered in Newark recently. Yeah, she's working. She's hard working. Matter of fact, I can send you her Instagram. She's down to earth, cool, you know what I mean? And she's just hustling. She's working hard. She's doing what she's doing.
Dope.
Like I said, but these, like, even with, like, I've been learning over time to not trip over life circumstances and whatever. Because all these things, like, it's just reality, bro. It's like we don't live in this. Everybody's so self-centered on what they got going on that when you're messing with their time and they don't have time for you anymore. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, you're not helping me. I'm not helping you. Like all that nonsense. It's like, nah, bro, calm down. Take time. That's why we can't build together as a community, because we all got we're not working together in community. We're working for self. You know what I mean? So anytime I meet people and build with people for real, unless I'm seriously crossed on some nonsense, bro, I'll stay me. it is what, you know what I mean?
That's
I
it.
just stay me. If it could work, it could work. If not, it don't work. That's cool. We'll work on something. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You know, because the relationship means more important to me than anything else. Just to have a real connection with folks, to be able to, you know, build together and support each other as we grow and do what we're going to do.
Man, and that's something I had to work on. I agree, because like you just gotta learn how to have grace with people, man. Like just give them grace, and
Good word.
like you said, don't change who you are. Just don't like, bro. That's one of the biggest things I had to work on, man. Is just giving people grace and having grace, because like you want grace when you going through, like, you know, when you hoping for grace, so you got to give people the same luxury. It's like it got to be the same,
right? That's big, man. That's that's probably one of the most powerful things that could have been said.
Yeah,
because you want grace, but you don't want to give it when it's time to give it to other people. But you want it from everybody. You want everybody to be patient and understand you, and that's wisdom right there, you know.
Like, bro, if God thought like we thought, he would have been done with me, man, for sure.
Yeah, right.
Would have been a rat.
We definitely listen. We're gonna stay connected, because we definitely have some things that I would love to discuss further, man, and touch on topics, man, and I like highlighting, you know, people who are doing their thing and on their way up, you know, and have some value to give to the people when they talk, man. And you got a lot of wisdom, and you showing consistency in what you're doing. Do you have anything, upcoming shows, anything you want to shout out, anything coming up that you're about to do that you want people to tune into?
Next month, I think it's the 21st, December 21st, I got a show in Brooklyn. It's like it's like a whole winter fest. It's going to be a live band. It's going to be different artists and
that's dope.
Stuff like that. So if anybody that's in the New York area, the tri-state area, if you're in, you know who you want. I know it's going to be a lot colder, so it's kind of harder to get people to come outside in New York.
Yeah.
But man,
that's dope though.
It's going to be a dope
time.
And
that's December when?
December 21st. Yeah.
That's my mom's birthday, actually.
Oh man, happy birthday! Happy birthday to mom, man.
Yeah, shout out to moms, man. That's my mom's birthday, December 21st. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
All right, Brooklyn. I'm in PA. So I'm in Northeast PA though. We back and forth. My wife's sister, she stays in the Bronx. We go out there every once in a while. My mom's they live out in Patterson, Jersey. That's where I'm from originally. You know, shout out to Patterson, shout out to Inglewood.
Jersey.
Yeah, dirty Jersey, baby. So but yeah, so whenever we can get out that way, we do. But you know, it's still a little. It's not a big hike, but it's a little hike.
I know. I know. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know, man. I hate road trips, man. Like I hate sitting in a car for a certain hours and then
trust me, I know, I get it. But we are road warriors though. We do get around a little bit. We always back and forth to Jersey, New York, Baltimore, North Carolina. You know, that's where the other part of the fam is. We always DC. You know, so we do get around.
Oh man, so you like all through like. You all through the tri-state and everything.
Spots. Yeah, we got family in all those spots, man. And we done lived in just about all them spots too. So we done been man. We got family everywhere, man, and we done touched ground everywhere. So so my wife and my daughters, they don't mind driving. I don't like to drive anymore. My wife, she likes to go everywhere. So as long as she's driving, I just tag along. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's even better that she don't mind driving. That's even better.
Yeah. No, well, she mind, but she don't got no choice because she want to go.
Yeah, you gotta take turns.
Oh
man. That's what you gotta have that unity on the road, man. You get your rest when you drive. It don't always work out like that though. It'd be a little lopsided. It'd
definitely be a whole lot lopsided according to her. You know what I mean? But listen, our first half of our marriage, I drove anywhere because she didn't have her license at that time. So you know what I mean. So when she got it, I was like,
"It's on, it's on you now."
Yeah. But that's dope, man. I'm definitely excited to see all the things that's coming your way, man. Just you know, I know you're gonna continue, but you know, whenever you feel like you pushing against that wall, brother, just know that you touching more lives than you would even know. You know,
Man.
you'd be surprised, you know, who you reaching with your lyrics and your artistry, man. So that's dope.
Appreciate it, man.
Again, you are welcome back here, man. You know, and we're just looking forward to you just doing bigger and greater things, brother.
Yeah,
Really.
likewise, man. Like I know you, bro. You got it, man. Because everybody just doing podcasts now, and you watch their podcast, and it's hard to like engage and like really get into it. But man, the way you steer the conversation, you know, like bro, you
respect. I appreciate that, man.
You about to go
I
up,
do.
man. I'm gonna see
I
you up,
appreciate
bro.
that, man. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah. Well, look. Well, hang on for me. I'm gonna sign off with the people. Yo, look, tap into Davon King, man. Matter of fact, let's do this. Share your socials so everybody can have it. So they can know where to find you.
Yeah. I'm on Instagram as Davon King NY, Davon King NY, and TikTok is the same, Davon King NY. And those are the platforms I'm most active right now. And I got Facebook, but if you go to Instagram, the link tree will lead you to everything else. But yeah, start with Instagram. That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Bet. And the EP is on Apple Music. Where else is it on that they can find your EP? Unnecessary Necessary.
Unnecessary Necessary is available on wherever you get your music, whether it's Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, SoundCloud. I don't even know if people still using SoundCloud, but it's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. You can Google it, it'll come up. You go to my Instagram, click the link tree, it'll take you wherever you want to listen to it at. So yeah, Unnecessary Necessary out right now, man.
That's what's up, brother. All right, well look, hold on. I'm gonna sign off here now. And then I'm gonna talk to you right after we stop right here, man. So yeah, check into Davon King, man. This man is on his way up, man. It's a blessing to be with him, discuss this with him, and I hope you guys are really tuning in to what his movement is, because it's a powerful one.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
No doubt, man. Anytime, brother.